This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They give him a gain of 37.
A gain of 37.
Well, Parker, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead.
For the point out.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Browns nothing. Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around, twice with the boys. You know.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Down, Cincinnati.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. The big fella. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
He finds Beckham complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. These two teams all tied after 1.
To 7.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 more yards.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Over the middle to Beckham. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
At the Bengals.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Cincinnati.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
Prince Amukamara.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback, Denzel Ward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And finding the tight end Hooper. 7 yards to pick up there.
And there's a completion to Austin Hooper. What a big-time acquisition for this offense in Cleveland. Came from Atlanta as a 2-time Pro Bowler. Had nearly 800 yards in receptions and 6 touchdowns last year. And he spends a lot of time with his quarterback in order for them to get on the same page on every snap.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Kaepernick. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw is Kaepernick. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
Complete.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
He's got a man, and that's Alex Erickson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They toss it left side to Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. 20! A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards on the ground. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
A 21-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
It's a pickup of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Browns 13, Bengals 7.
They run for it with Mixon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Phillips on the tackle.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, if they can convert the extra point, will have the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
That's good.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Here's Jarvis Landry with a nice reception and pickup there. And when you say Pro Bowl, you better think Jarvis Landry. He's been selected to it every year since 2015.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys will take over the yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Caught left side. It's Beckham. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Caught left side, Williams. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And that is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
At the 45-yard line.